Every video we're going to start with either a song or a joke. Some videos will start with both. Today we're going to start with a song based on the reading for today. This is taken from the reading for today. Remember I said that every section seems to have at least one singable line. I'm actually going to combine it with one of the miracle principles, or one of the miracle principles. Miracles occur naturally as an expression of love. Miracles occur naturally as an expression of love. Peace is an attribute in you. You cannot find it outside. Illness is some form of external searching. Health is inner peace. Health is inner peace. Health is inner peace. Miracles occur naturally as expressions of love. Okay. Today we're going to start reading chapter 2, which is called The Separation and the Atonement. Now, I've been using the third edition, the blue Foundation for Inner Peace edition that many people have used. It's at this point in time, it's just one of several that are out there. Many people are now also using this. This is more for people that have been doing the course for a while. I actually would start with the blue book. This book is a little bit, here's the thing, is that Helen and her core group, there were 4 people, but really you could say 3 that were editing the dictation that Helen received at the beginning. There was Helen, there was Bill, and there was Ken Wapnick. Now, if you look at the different versions that are out there, there's quite a lot of discrepancy, especially in the first 5 chapters or so. And a lot of that early material got taken out, as is pretty well known at this point. And there's a lot of debate about, why were certain things taken out? Why were they kept in? In general, it seems that, first of all, from what Helen, Bill, and Ken always said, they were being guided by Jesus. Jesus was actually guiding the editing process. If that is true, then there's a reason why this version is what it is. Now, it's a huge question and a huge debate, and it's going to be ongoing for some time. I don't have a professional opinion really about it, except to say that my only question would be, if Helen were alive today, how would she feel about that? Not that she has the final say either, but how would she feel about not just feel about it, but what would she think about it? Because if she really felt that Jesus guided her to edit the course to be what is essentially in this book, then who is to say that that other material needed to get out there? On the other hand, that material is very interesting and very useful, especially to those who have been doing the course for a while. So, and sometimes I'm going to refer to it a little bit today, in fact, because I looked at this this section and I looked at it in this other edition, and there are some interesting differences. But anyway, let's read this. This is chapter 2. The separation and the atonement is the name of the chapter. This section is called The Origins of Separation. To extend is a fundamental aspect of God which he gave to his Son. In the creation, God extended himself to his creations and imbued them with the same loving will to create. You have not only been fully created, but have also been created perfect. There is no emptiness in you. Because of your likeness to your Creator, you are creative. No child of God can lose this ability because it is inherent in what he is, but he can use it inappropriately by projecting. The inappropriate use of extension or projection occurs when you believe that some emptiness or lack exists in you, and that you can fill it with your own ideas instead of truth. This process involves the following steps. First, you believe that what God created can be changed by your own mind. Second, you believe that what is perfect can be rendered imperfect or lacking. Third, you believe that you can distort the creations of God, including yourself. Fourth, you believe that you can create yourself and that the direction of your own creation is up to you. These related distortions represent a picture of what actually occurred in the separation, or the, quote, detour into fear, unquote. None of this existed before the separation, nor does it actually exist now. Everything God created is like him. Extension, as undertaken by God, is similar to the inner radiance that the children of the Father inherit from him. Its real source is internal. This is as true of the Son as of the Father. In this sense, the creation includes both the creation of the Son by God and the Son's creations when his mind is healed. This requires God's endowment of the Son with free will, because all loving creation is freely given in one continuous line in which all aspects are of the same order. The Garden of Eden, or the pre-separation condition, was a state of mind in which nothing was needed. When Adam listened to the, quote, lies of the serpent, unquote, all he heard was untruth. You do not have to continue to believe what is not true unless you choose to do so. All that can literally disappear in the twinkling of an eye, because it is merely a misperception. What is seen in dreams seems to be very real. Yet the Bible says that a deep sleep fell upon Adam, and nowhere is there reference to his waking up. The world has not yet experienced any comprehensive reawakening or rebirth. Such a rebirth is impossible as long as you continue to project or miscreate. It still remains within you, however, to extend as God extended his Spirit to you. In reality, this is your only choice because your free will was given you for your joy in creating the perfect. All fear is ultimately reducible to the basic misperception that you have the ability to usurp the power of God. Of course, you neither can nor have been able to do this. Here is the real basis for your escape from fear. The escape is brought about by your acceptance of the atonement, which enables you to realize that your errors never really occurred. Only after the deep sleep fell upon Adam could he experience nightmares. If a light is suddenly turned on while someone is dreaming a fearful dream, he may initially interpret the light itself as part of his dream and be afraid of it. However, when he awakens, the light is correctly perceived as the release from the dream, which is then no longer accorded reality. This release does not depend on illusions. The knowledge that illuminates not only sets you free, but also shows you clearly that you are free. Whatever lies you may believe are of no concern to the miracle, which can heal any of them with equal ease. It makes no distinctions among misperceptions. Its sole concern is to distinguish between truth on the one hand and error on the other. Some miracles may seem to be of greater magnitude than others. But remember the first principle in this course. There is no order of difficulty in miracles. In reality, you are perfectly unaffected by all expressions of lack of love. These can be from yourself and others, from yourself to others, or from others to you. Peace is an attribute in you. You cannot find it outside. Illness is some form of external searching. Health is inner peace. It enables you to remain unshaken by lack of love from without and capable, through your acceptance of miracles, of correcting the conditions proceeding from lack of love in others. Okay, let's talk about this a little bit. Extension and projection. Extension is basically what is meant also by creation. Now, when we think of creation, keep in mind that most of the terms that are used in the Course are not what you necessarily think they are. Like when we think of God creating everything, creating the world, we think of like a physical creation that somehow God, created everything as we know it. The Course is essentially saying that God as love can only create love. And that is also because we are one with God, because we are the same in essence. That is all that we truly can create. And if we don't do that, then we are miscreating. That is the only free will we actually have. In this sense, we have free will in the sense to not do that, but our only truly free will, in the sense that the Course is talking about. This is a different way of understanding free will. The only free will we really have is to create like God, which is to create and extend love. And if we don't do that, then we're projecting. And like the last chapter was saying, the last chapter was also talking about distortions. That we are free in a sense to distort. We are free to fantasize. We are free to make a world which does not really exist. And that's essentially what we have done and what we continue to do up to this very moment in time. And we are still miscreating and projecting. So you can look at it, when Jesus was talking about fantasies, and it seemed like he was talking about like sexual fantasies. That's true on a certain level as well, but on a deeper level, on a more cosmic level, this is like projecting the entire dream of the universe, which we don't think that we could possibly do, but we have done it on some level that we can't even imagine or understand at this moment, which is why it sounds so crazy, and which is why, most people that might look at this might think it's crazy. And that's where trust comes in. Are you open to trusting that this may be, in fact, Jesus or love itself coming to tell us this, because otherwise we would have no clue, or very little clue, unless someone or something outside of the system, of the ego system, came to tell us. That's where that thing about the light coming to wake us up from the dream, which is actually, I think,